Welcome to the True Mark. My name is C. Reben, and this is Christina Dolph Reben and Mr. David Hansen. And we're bringing you news like of the True Mark. And about myself, but with the keys to heaven, with John 1 to 21. This morning I read it or listened to the videos of today's video, and then after I listened to it, there was a church thing that came on, and it clicked when he was saying they're waiting for the second coming to come, the Christ and the second coming. Well, we're here already, We're actually here, and we could, yeah, for
It's
sure.
true. We're here.
Yeah, we are here, and we want to bring you here. And right now, we're on heaven on earth, and I got witnesses to it.
100%.
They're right here. And the biggest thing is, there's jobs in heaven, but there's also jobs in hell. And unfortunately, we got the hell out of hell. And now we're in heaven. And now we need to get you guys out of there. And that's what we're trying to do. And we're going to do it. And yeah, and this is it.
It's as simple as it gets, isn't
Yes,
it?
it's easy as can be. And something came to me today, and it really didn't bother me, but my journey through this 12 years of in the new world by myself was tough. But in reality, I had to be there to see what was going on in the new world and the old world, because the world was split in half because of Adam and Eve. So when I've been split in half, so there's negative to positive, and that's like, and so where we're living in more negative in the world, and it's a good thing actually. But anyways, I want to talk to you about good and bad, and the good thing is us right now, and the bad thing is where we were, and that's where you are now, and the truth is, I'm a little nervous right now again, and like before, when the spirit's flowing, it flows, but right now I want to get you to where we are actually, and all these people out here in our city of Regina, they're out there drinking, partying, doing drugs. And I thought, is that really a bad thing? In reality, they're easier to get through. David's a witness to that.
100%.
He went to out of town there to do a concert or whatever, to see a concert, and he was talking to people. But they're easier to get at. But I mean, I talk to churches. I brought, go to churches, and that's where I call corrals. They're groups of people in a church, and you can't get to them, and their heart is like a rock, and this thing is the easiest thing to get your spirit fed and bring you where we are. And the biggest, you might be scared, you might think we're crazy, but we're real, and that's a fact. And I want to get back to jobs in hell and jobs in heaven. And why we got the hell out of there is, for the fact is, it's so easy to get sucked in, and the world of being hell and all the drinking and the booze. It's because when I was watching this show, about this church, and the guy was talking, he says they're waiting for, for the second comings. We're here already. We're here right now. That's crazy. The guy was there, up there preaching it. We're here.
The Trinity is here, 100%.
Yeah, exactly. And we were here for 12. I was here for 12 years.
Yeah, waiting for the rest of us.
Yeah, and the biggest thing, I invited you guys in,
and you
came in,
and I came in.
And, you never want to go back.
Never, ever, ever will I ever go back.
Christina. So we want to get you guys here as well. I'm gonna pass you off to Mr. David Hansen so he could talk a little bit about his, and then I'll come back on in a few minutes.
No, I had a really beautiful weekend. We, it's important to spend time with family and stuff. So I went with my fiance and met up with her children in Winnipeg. We went to the Winnipeg Folk Festival, and
Yeah.
it was beautiful, Calvin. You would have loved it. There's so much love and so much light and so much laughter. I mean, a lot of them, I believe, are close to being with us because they've got that energy. But what was very fascinating is where we stayed at Tiffany's oldest son's house. Right across the street, there was a homeless camp. So there was tents.
Oh,
Yeah, there was tons of tents set up and stuff. So I spent a lot of time there, and I had a really beautiful experience. And I mean, I went there. You know how I do. I bring food and I bring money, and I try to give out the book of John, the Gospel of John, and tell him about the keys of heaven. But what blew me away this experience is there was this one gentleman I met who made these beautiful dream catchers. And he was so insistent that he gives me one. And it was this huge
really?
dream catcher. He didn't want any money. He just felt the Spirit called him to give it to me. So it was a beautiful gift from him. And then this other gentleman at the homeless camp, I said, "Hey, do you want any food?" He goes, "No, I got lots of food." He goes, "Let me make you breakfast." So I realized that those are our types of people, man. Those are Jesus's representatives on earth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they're easier to get to.
Yes.
Like, easier because their hearts are softer.
Absolutely.
But I mean, and the ones that are already in their churches, they're hard. They're hard to get to. You can't even connect to them.
You know,
And
I have
and
a
they're,
say.
and they're waiting for the second coming. It's here.
Of course, and they'll never see it because
But-
they'll never see us.
But even like the way it's set up, the book of John, like the 1 to 7, and then 7 to 14, 14 to 21, and you do it as it's said, like on the videos,
Hmm.
like Sunday to Friday. And actually, we're gonna post the video, today's video out. Aiden's gonna, and that's Aiden Dolph Reben, sorry. And you want to show yourself, Aiden? Give a wave or no?
What was also interesting, and like we're talking about the true mark. So what's cool is I planted the seeds. I explained. So this morning, what I did was I got up early and I went to McDonald's and I saw a whole bunch of people without houses that looked like they were hungry and stuff. There's about 20 of them on the street. So I talked to a few of them and I decided to take a couple of them to McDonald's, and then we bought 20 meals for everybody, hash browns, and then we took them back there. So we gave out the meals and we gave out this book, right? The True Mark. And basically what I did was I explained everything to them, and they all said they would read it. So I'm going to go back there in 2 weeks after they've been able to do the 6 days, and I'm going to see the changes. The gentleman that came with me this morning, I've got lots of video and it'll be up on my episode. It'll probably be in a few weeks, the episode, when I'm done with it all. But he was so upset that he couldn't stop drinking. So what I did was I gave him the keys to heaven, and I said, if you read this, I can guarantee you your cravings for alcohol, you will never drink again. And I know it. So then I prayed with him. I put my hand on his head, and I said, Jesus, please enter him. Take away all cravings. You know you have the power to do this. And if you believe, and I said, do you believe? And he says, I believe. And I am guaranteeing you, when I go back there, I guarantee you, I promise you, he will not have touched a drink. I know it because the Spirit told me.
Yeah, if the Spirit's fed.
If he feeds his Spirit with this,
continuously,
and he will, because I believe he will.
Yeah,
he really started reading it already.
And the videos are kind of nice to have too, because
yeah, for sure.
Because you can sit back and just listen to it.
Yeah, you can go for a walk in the park
and listen to it on your phone.
Yep.
You key into our site there and
truemark.ca. Yeah, for sure. And I listened. I kind of listened to it. I listen to you more because I enjoy walking in nature and listening to you talk about Jesus. It makes me feel like, I'm in God's country and I'm listening to a story about Jesus, and I just feel so good.
And it's the real energy that's coming from reading. Remember,
it's like drinking the Holy Spirit, man.
I failed grade 1 twice.
I know,
and I got to read to the world.
Yeah,
well, figure that one out.
It's amazing,
right? And it feels great.
Well, we were destined,
Yeah, and like I said, even with the people that are drinking, and that's because, I feel they're so connected in their booze. it's for now we're here. We're going to be able to reach out to them,
100%.
connect to them.
They want to break out. They
And
want to
bring-
break out the prison. They want to get out of prison, and we've got the keys to the
Well,
cell.
Definitely. You were in prison.
I was in
You were
prison for 35
I was
years.
In prison, and I actually went to prison for 10 years and I felt free in there.
Yeah.
You know, like, because I mean, that's where I learned how to read.
Yeah.
Number one,
And that's where you discovered the Bible, right?
I discovered God.
You
Not the
discovered.
Bible.
Oh, you discovered
Because
God, and
Because the Bible is a book if you don't have a meaning to it. And this one, where I got into it, it has a meaning and it has a purpose,
Yeah.
and actually has the keys in it. And if you live by the keys, it's so easy. And it's to reach the ones, the alcoholics, the drinkers, the drug users. It's so easy.
the ones
to
that
do.
have super depression, the people that are thinking of
Yes.
killing themselves, so much.
Definitely.
The
But
downtrodden.
Yeah, but if you go into the ones like the other ones, like the people in churches, they're hard to connect to.
Well, a friend of mine, one of the videos I think I call them angels because I always have these people tell me very prophetic things. And what one of this gentleman said once, he said, here's a good saying: follow Jesus, don't follow the followers of Jesus. And
Yeah,
I think
that's a good one.
that's a good saying,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought that
And
was
you got to live for Jesus because he actually died for us.
100%
And you know, like this one, me and my son made this.
in
With
memory of
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
It's in
It's
memory.
beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, I got it in my arm, my hand, or whatever, my arm, I guess you call it. But it's in memory.
That's a
It
shame.
just keeps you in touch. Like you're not doing this for you. You're doing it for God and Christ.
Here's what
And now the Holy Spirit.
Here's what people watching need to know. Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit are on earth, and you will never know who they are, but they are in human form, and you might encounter them. You might encounter them as a homeless person. You might encounter them as one of your. You need to treat everyone like you just met Jesus. How would you treat Jesus if you met him? Would you act like that? If you say no, then please act like you're meeting Jesus and help them.
Yeah, they're in everybody.
They're in everybody.
A child, you know.
Salvation lies in the eyes of a stranger, period.
Yeah, but like even they say, like every child matters. But look at the ones that are on the street. You know, they're homeless, and they shouldn't be homeless.
They shouldn't be. This is a society of bullshit.
You know, David, you were a landlord, and you still are.
Yep.
I am too, and
Yep.
I want to get the hell out of it.
Well, you're not even collecting rent anymore. You're just I don't
No,
even.
I won't
That's
know.
why I went bankrupt because I couldn't stand taking money from them when they needed diapers. I couldn't take their money, so I went bankrupt. I lost everything. I had a lot of money at one time. I lost $10 million because I refused. They were so poor, and it just killed me to be taking their money when they didn't even have money for food. Or so I said, screw it, live.
Yeah, but even now, like they're tearing down houses where they should be refurbished.
Yeah.
Like I mean, there's so many houses, and they say they're short on money. They got no housing. But an old house, it's like we were old, we
Sure.
were poisoned, we were in a really bad place, but we're refurbished with the Spirit. So a house, refurbish it.
That's right. And then at least you have a place for someone to live in that is right now on the streets alone.
It's horrible. It's horrible, and nobody speaks out for them. And we need the voice for them.
Well, that's what that's what we're doing. That's what my TV shows. That's what our web series. The new. Eventually, you guys are going to see what we're doing. We're making a pretty interesting. We won't give it away too much, but there's a movie coming and there's a web series coming, and we will give them a voice, won't we?
Well, we got a building outside of our building. It's almost done, and I think we're gonna put some chairs in there. We're gonna pay them like $20 each one
Perfect.
per day to read it. Go 6 days. And come in one door, go out the big door.
So you want $120 if you're in Regina and you want to have the keys of heaven, the keys.
Well, it's not. Yeah,
we
don't own the keys.
No.
But I mean, it's a way to get an easy way to get connected.
But it
with
shows
God.
how much we believe in it too. We want, and it also shows we don't care about money anymore. We want to help people, whatever we can do.
We still got to make money.
No, we
to
gotta.
do this,
Okay,
right?
like part of my problem is I really can't even hold on to money.
Well, I know, but I mean,
Yeah.
you just go and give.
I can't stop because But you know what? I'm not worried about it because even if I have no money, which I have no money now,
You have the
God
Spirit.
will provide anyways. I'm not worried. God will give me
He
money.
does.
Look at
He
we
brought us
flip.
together. He brought us
Oh,
together.
I'm not worried
And-
about money.
And we are. We're a family. Actually,
family.
believe it or not,
You're looking
we
after
are.
me.
We're- You know, we are, and we're trying to help not just Regina, the world.
The world.
You know, we're after the world because we were lost, we're found, and we're trying to get you found and brought in. And I know the hell that you're living in because we were there.
Yeah.
And the way to get out, you know, reading this or go to our channel. It's the easiest thing to do, but do it right. And it's from Sunday to Friday. And like I said, Aiden's going to be putting it on later after the show or our podcast. And it's the easy way to go.
Yeah.
And once you do it, you'll never turn back. You're in heaven.
Yeah. It
Actually
takes
heaven.
6 days, people. We have no ulterior motives. We have no reason to be doing this other than we know. Look how much, if you watch the video from last week, and even if you could see me this week, I have changed again 100%. I haven't had a cigarette. I haven't had a marijuana. I have had nothing except for the spirit. And I feel so alive and so healthy and so focused
I was gonna say you seem like calm and focused.
and
Oh,
so
yeah.
calm. It's such a beautiful feeling, you know?
I feel that too.
You feel it, right?
Calmness,
Yeah, like I've changed even in 5 days.
You called me yesterday and you said your vision was like 20/20
Yeah.
or
that's
probably
insane.
40/40, you know?
Yeah, it's way better
So-
than it's ever been.
Yeah, like I mean, it's all worth it, man. It really is, and it's easy. It's really easy,
Super easy.
and
And not
You
only
know-
that, it's easy, but God deserves it. God deserves you spending half an hour with Him a day, 6 days a week. You can rest on the 7th like He did, or she did,
yeah,
or whatever you
that's
want to
how
call
the,
her.
The
him.
old world is made. This is the new world.
Yeah.
So it's still the 6 days and 1 day rest.
That's right.
It's the same.
It's the same.
So what does that tell you? Really, honestly, we're in heaven.
We are.
So we were where you were. We want you out.
Yeah, come with
And-
us.
And actually, we're of the light. Really, we're of the light. So we can lead you to water, but we can't make you drink it. But I've been on this journey for 12, was it 12 years, actually 12 years. And it's paying off. It paid off royally right here. And we want to get more.
And
So-
we're getting more. There's a lot of people that are out there right now reading it. There's going to be more and more coming, and more coming, man. For
Definitely,
sure.
definitely.
100%.
Because we had that like the building here, ever since I owned this place, it's been empty. And why? I didn't know why.
Now you know.
And definitely I know why. And we got to do it. And like I said, the keys, you come in here in the small door, you go out the big door, and it's all love.
It's all love.
All love.
We are only love. Calvin said, we can lead you to water, we can't make you drink it. But why we're leading you to water is because even if you don't know you're thirsty, we know you are dying of thirst.
Because
Please,
we were there.
we were there. Drink the water.
You know, definitely. And would you like to
No,
say
that's
something?
true. Not exactly. I just don't know exactly.
It takes a little bit. Like, I mean,
It's definitely real though.
Yeah, it is real.
100%.
You can tell how happy we are. We're all in love.
Yeah.
We're in love with you. We're in love with each other. We're in love with ourselves. We're in love with spirit. We're in love with God.
And we could reach this, like I said, the homeless, all these people that got soft hearts, you'll be running the world.
They're going to
The
be
new
running-
world,
Yes.
anyways. You come across the new world, you're going to be running. You guys are going to be the one. running.
100%.
And the ones that had all the money and being cruel to these, putting them on the streets, you're going to have their jobs. But in the new world, not in the old world, the new world, come, really come. It's worth it. So, I don't know. There's so much to talk on. We've got eternity to talk about.
Yeah,
this,
we got eternity, and we will.
You know?
But I don't know. I mean, maybe we don't want to talk about this seems like a proper time maybe to close
Cut
it
it up.
down. I mean, how long was it, Aiden? 20
Holy
minutes.
smokes.
That's pretty long. So I think
And my friend said we only should have done it for 10 minutes. Well, we can't.
we can't.
We can't.
The Spirit talks with you. He walks with you. You have to share.
Definitely. Till next time.
All right. We love you.